what's up, America? Have you noticed this type of behavior from our government? Some Democrat or Republican politician will make some piece of legislation that everybody hates and no one would ever want in their lives. But it benefits corporations and the super rich more than you can imagine. So then the general public starts talking shit, going on social media, making phone calls, eventually to the point where the politician says, okay, we're not going to do this bill and we're going to pull it back. And so they do that, and a couple years pass, and everybody thinks that they won. But then some other politician will make the exact same bill later on, only under a different name, like the Freedom of Kids Act or Citizens United. And then it passes with 80% approval in the House of Representatives. And the second time around, everybody just kind of ignores it. Same exact piece of legislation that was gonna fuck the country one way or another a couple of years ago, now reframed in a different way, and you pass with flying colors. And everybody applauds this as the next good thing for legislation. It's gonna make jobs, it's gonna help children and families. Only 3 years before, you were protesting like a motherfucker until they shut it down. But now they call it the Freedom and Happy Bill, and all of a sudden you pass the shit. That's another thing I've noticed. The more beneficial sounding to the country a bill is, the worse it seems to be for the country. Like the Patriot Act. What's so patriotic about that piece of shit? Patriotic about throwing your rights down the toilet and flushing them? How about Citizens United? Yeah, all it does is fuck the citizens. Yeah, they'd be united to throw that shit off a cliff. You gotta understand that Democrats and Republican politicians will get their fucking way one way or another, even if you like it, even if it's unconstitutional, even if you fight it tooth and nail. They'll just call it something else, rebrand it, and shove it up your ass in another way. They always do. They always have. If you really want to have freedom in this country, first of all, you need to repeal a lot of laws. And second of all, you have to make it known that if it's not conducive to the freedom of Americans, it's not worth doing and it shouldn't be done. So if any bill out there sacrifices your freedom for security, it needs to not be able to be done. I'm not talking about things like regulations making aircraft maintained or trains or shit like that. I'm talking common sense approach. If it's going to take some of your rights away in a very big way that'll affect your freedom overall, needs not to be done.